Have you ever thought about putting a lawn chair on your e-skate before? This is an idea I got from seeing beach chairs successfully attached to one wheels, and then later finding out that lawn chairs on e-skates has been around for a while. So this is not my original idea. However, I do have a lot of experience now with experimentation and would like to give my thoughts. Is this something worthwhile to try out, or is it just a cheap gimmick? Let's find out. Now I want to get this out of the way right now. The idea of putting a lawn chair on your e-skate is not exactly safe. The main danger of doing this is getting speed wobbles at higher speeds and eventually flipping over. I experienced this firsthand when I tried this with my Velar. I crashed hard and flipped over. So some boards seem to react differently than others. So my recommendation is if you do this, you keep your speeds low. Keeping it under 20 miles per hour for my setup seems to be safe. For the lawn chair, you want one designed like this, where it has 2 bars of contact with the ground, and on an e-skate, this will sit perpendicular to the deck. This one I'm using is just a cheap aluminum frame lawn chair I found online. It's very basic and gets the job done. I would say though that these aluminum frame chairs are very weak. If you collide the chair into anything like a curb or pole, it will instantly destroy it. For the board, I'm using my Balrog, which is a fairly flat and flexi deck with TKP trucks. I haven't tried dual kingpins, but I would assume traditional are going to be more suitable for stability. The wheels are the standard 6-inch inflatable tires to get a little ground clearance, and it just seems to feel best using pneumatics. On the deck, I have 2 large zip ties going all the way around like this. You want to position them with how the chair sits on the deck. As for placement on the board, I usually center it and then maybe just a little bit extra forward. Having more weight at the front seems more stable. Now for attaching the lawn chair to the larger zip ties, I discovered 2 different ways. The first is to just use smaller zip ties or even reusable zip ties. The zip ties are actually very strong, but if you crash, they will break, which can be considered a good thing. Another option is you can use hose clamps like these here with a twist handle. I think because of the metal though, it might cut through the bigger zip ties. I also added Velcro here to avoid slippage of whichever method I'm using. Okay, at this point you're pretty much ready to go. Just sit down in the chair, lift your legs, and go. I usually keep my legs lifted, but you can also try tucking into the chair. To steer, it's all about shifting your weight. The faster you go, the more the board will try to center, which will require more weight shift. Compared to the one-wheel chairs, this is going to be a lot less maneuverable, but still able to make turns you would usually make with your board. Most people that have tried it picked up immediately how to control it. So there you have it. This is a very easy way to make things a little more interesting for your e-skate and maybe even relax as well. I usually use it for large group rides or just a casual ride away from traffic. I understand this is kind of a joke, but I guarantee it's a lot of fun and you will get a lot of attention if you try this. I definitely recommend those with e-skates to try it, at least once. Just remember to keep your speed low and avoid those dangerous speed wobbles. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.